Welcome, my Aquarius friends, and I am happy to say that this week we are going to go ahead and get your reading going. And we know that you are intuitive yourself, so it's always a pleasure to read for you, Aquarius. So let's get started, see what the cards are saying to us. So I have the Knight of Wands, the Empress, the Page of Swords, the Fool, the Five of Cups, the Nine of Swords. So definitely going to have a little challenge in there this week, Aquarius. We have Wands, so that's good for our challenge. We'll have some action. All right. We have Temperance. And then we have the Queen of Cups. All right. So, let's see here. So let's go ahead and start from the very beginning. We have the Knight of Wands, and we know that the Knight represents being bold and brash, being unafraid to move forward, but also because they are bold and brash, you will tend to want to do something possibly before you should be doing it. So you want to take time to step back and think about whatever you're planning to do before you actually do it, Aquarius. Like I said, you are intuitive, but you're also kind of detached. So you want to make sure you're thinking about the big picture, thinking about everybody involved before you move forward with whatever you're planning to do. And then we have the Empress. The Empress represents beauty and creative force. Domestic harmony in this case, and the ability to stay true to yourself while you nurture others. So that's good, excuse me, because as I said, with that independent nature, you do tend to think about what it is that you want. And this says right here that you are going to be mindful of other people. You're going to think about what your actions are doing for other people, how it's affecting everyone. And then we have the challenge. We have the swords, the Page of Swords. With the Page of Swords, that represents curiosity, but definitely having diplomacy when you're taking on new projects, new things. So whatever you're planning to do, you are going to be very PC. You're going to be very diplomatic about it. You're going to be thinking about everyone. So it's probably going to be a very good endeavor. It's going to end well for you simply because you are thinking about the big picture. You're thinking about everyone. And then following right along with that, you do have the Fool, and that represents a sense of wonder and innocence. You having that strength to take that leap of faith. Very positive card, especially when we're talking about relationships. It's just positive conditions for success overall. Then we have the Five of Cups. With the Five of Cups, it is the release of old emotions to find a new perspective. So a very forward-thinking kind of new age cup, because it's saying that you're willing to let go of the old things, like forgive and forget almost. So definitely leaning toward that. Everybody else in the big picture. So being very magnanimous this week, Aquarius. And then we have the Nine of Swords. With the Nine of Swords, it does represent anxiety and some stress. So in and amongst this ability to start thinking about the world, the overall, your little microcosm, somewhere in there, we're going to have some stressful thoughts, things that might even cause nightmares per se. So it's going to be a battle within your mind for versus your objectivity versus your fear, letting go of irrational fears. And you already know with the Five of Cups we were talking about your ability to release those emotions. So I would say these are some negative emotions, some stressful emotions, things that you need to get rid of. You're going to be able to do that. So don't worry about that. It's going to work itself out. because that says so. And then we have the Ace of Wands. So with the Ace of Wands, that is the card that represents inspiration and success in new ventures. So you're going to be able to expand and grow. So all of this is leading toward just the ability to move forward and really accomplish something this week. So if you've been thinking about something that, a new endeavor, a new enterprise, something that possibly you've never done before, that is going to require quite a bit of action and some challenge, then perhaps this is the week to really go out there and try it. Perhaps even get some people involved, some other people involved. Like the Empress is saying, you are thinking about others and you're being able to stay true to yourself while you're nurturing others. So bring some people in. Let's get some ideas going. Then we have Temperance. And when you're talking about groups of people or consideration, Temperance is a wonderful card. It represents balance and moderation, and definitely success through communication and cooperation. So that card speaks very strongly to what's going on with this reading. And then last but not least, we have an emotional card. We have the Queen of Cups. And with the Queen of Cups, we do know that it represents compassion. Again, more compassion and emotional intelligence. So you will be, more able to bond almost psychically with one specific person. There's going to be someone in particular, and I'm thinking it's probably going to be a woman. A female, I would say, simply because it is saying that it's the Queen of Cups, and we do have the Empress in this reading for you, Aquarius. So I'm thinking there's a female that is going to figure very prominently in your success this week, and is going to help you move past all of these obstacles to accomplish what you want to accomplish. So. And we do have the Fool as well, who does represent happiness and the ability to move forward and just keep that sense of innocence. But you want to make sure that you are keeping everything in check, that you are always thinking about the bigger picture and the people around you, and just know that any stress, any anxiety, those emotions, are going to be released for you, and you will come out at the end okay. So that is what the cards and the guide is saying to me this week for you, my Aquarius friends. And so until next week, I do want to wish you happiness, good health, and prosperity. Farewell, Aquarius.